Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobbie, and welcome to New Zealand. I am in my little van at the moment while I'm traveling. I'm actually at my parents' place, and they have a little van at the back in the front yard, actually. So welcome to New Zealand. And we are going to do a channeling plus tarot reading today and some free chat bar readings at the end. I just want to let you guys know that there is a meetup happening, a Zoom meetup happening, and I'm going to be talking about opening your psychic gifts, the pineal gland, and all of that sort of stuff, channeling through some messages and getting some Q&As going and readings happening as well. So if you want to join that, I keep forgetting to put the link in, but I will put the link in down below, so just check in later and I'll get that link going for you, that meetup, which is it's Monday for me, so probably Sunday for you guys. And also I have a school called Amakel. I just put another lesson up there about phase and also some more telepathic dice games as well. I am a one-on-one counselor, so if you do want a one-on-one reading with me, then the link is down below. And that's on my housework. So let's get into this March channeling and tarot. The first thing I want to say with the energy that I felt into with March is be the center of the storm. Be the center of the storm. Now, at the moment, there is a storm going on in Brisbane. I just left Brisbane and a big, huge storm is coming over Brisbane, and literally sending peaceful vibes through that, because I was told by Cherokee elders, storms, cyclones, tornadoes represent the reflection of the mind being in fear and anger, and mainly in anger, like that whipping around kind of thing. So to come back into central space again, into ourselves, and be peaceful. That really felt like through March, though, for everyone, whatever's happening around you, just be the central point of the storm. So you are always just observing it, not getting entangled into it. Be aware of all those messed up events that are happening around the world that really don't have anything to do with your actual practical, your day-to-day living. Just be aware of them as a distant thing. See them as more and more distant. Feel into that, and it will help you ground yourself into this point of existence, into your body, into where you are right now, so that you can come into the creation that you want to create for the future. So this is a grounding exercise through March. Those that do well with this will find gifts coming their way as well. So there's like grounded, even they're bringing up money, they're bringing up anything that you need in that moment will start to flow towards you, gravitate towards that peaceful environment. That also was showing me last night as I was drifting off to bed, off to sleep. I was really feeling into everything outside of me being on my side. Every single particle, everything was on my side, and it was wanting me to succeed. It was wanting me to become the magnificence that I know I am, because that then we are seeing everything, nature are seeing everything, nature, everything as that magnificence as well, and it allows that to shine as well, which already knows it is, but humanity has forgotten their magnificence. So we're learning to become our magnificent self as we move through these next stages. They're saying years, these next years. March is kind of like a setup zone for finding that peaceful self within oneself, no matter what's going on around you. So that's the channeling that I'm getting for March at the moment. Hey, Debbie and Diana in the chat bar, good to see you. Yeah, there is untold stories about to come forth. That's interesting. Another channel message. Untold stories about to come forth. Okay. I don't know why, but they're showing me a flower opening, but then they're showing me it pollinated, and then they're showing me the next stage of it just being blooming, it just being present. And March is like our presence of ourselves shining. Just seeing what else they're showing me for March. Turning a corner, turning the page, flipping the page, learning to create something new from that state of awareness of knowing oneself. Now, I literally, as I was shuffling then, I thought that one of the cards had fallen, but it hadn't fallen. So there might be some things that you think are going to fall into place, but they don't fall into place. And then you're like, is this just my imagination playing games on me? And they're saying, no, it is part of the threading, the weaving or the threading of a thread to make the tapestry. Like the imagination is part of that. And just the fact that you thought that it actually happened is like you're nearly there. You're nearly there. Almost like they're saying you're nearly there. You're so close. You're so close. And I know that we've been patient and been waiting for these pennies, so-called pennies, to drop, for everything to fall into place. That it feels so close. Like it is happening, and you can see maybe inklings of it happening, but to the point where you can feel absolutely secure and in this physical world, absolutely secure. That's, I think, what we're trying to reach here, so that we can have that, never have to stress again about this, that, and the other thing. I really have found my coexistence with this world. And this is what March is bringing, enlightening us to. So I finally had a card that actually fell. So I'll see that in a minute. I don't know what it is. It's up the other way. Is there any other messages that are coming through while I'm shuffling for March, please? March. Even in the family environment, when things start to go a little heckle-peckle, really use that to go, now I'm going to see if I can go and find my own central space, my own peace of mind, my own, because I need to know that I can do this at any given moment, even if mayhem is taking place. You can go through the trauma a bit and you can get a little bit caught into it and whirl around a little bit, but then can you step out at any given moment that you choose to find that central space of yourself, and then watch how everything else starts to just calm down around you as well. You will find that happening when you really are truly in that central space. You'll find everything calming down around you. Also, you'll find people supporting you a lot more than what they have as well in the past. And you might even be put in situations where things that you were in the past had tried and it didn't work, and now you're going back to it, but with a different understanding of self, an enlightened self as you move forward. Hey everyone in the chat bar, Emma, Jeannie, Tanyan, I know you told me how to say that, sorry if I'm getting it wrong. Tanyan, Celtic, good to see you guys. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Celtic. You are such a good friend. Emma, I think it's Sigurmoti. Okay, I've got 3 cards that have fallen. Let's take a look at them. No way. Dawn, new beginnings. Yeah, like dawn, that really feeling, like I literally can feel this. We're starting to sit in just in a space and use our imagination to a grandness, a great vastness of what we want to feel into. Like just put on some beautiful music and sit out in nature and just feel into that feeling. And even if you know mayhem is happening over there, see it as like a distant storm over there. It's just distant. And you know how if it's something's in the distance, but you feel really comfortable because you've got your comfort, you're in your home, you know, you're safe, then it's kind of like exciting to see that over there. But it's over there, right? It's not really whipping you around and you're not really in the emotions of it all. So just this is one of the lessons that's coming to us for March. In March, that's what I'm feeling into. And that's going to bring these new beginnings, these beautiful new beginnings. Look at that. Like looking out a window and seeing something so gorgeous as that and just feeling, wow, I can't wait for the day that there is no fences in this world. Because fences to me represent the logic taking over, and the logic loves to compartmentalize everything to keep itself feeling safe. Compartmentalize that. It's a yes or no. It's a black and white. It's a definite. It's that. And there's no room for this magic to happen. And so it's kind of fenced up our reality within our mind. And now with the intuitive mind coming in, which is this like flurry of colors and beauty and all of that coming through, it's like eradicating all of the fences, because now we don't need the fences. We're enjoying the vastness of Earth, and understanding the borders we didn't need the borders. Nobody owns anything anyway. So like, yeah, really interesting. Okay, this is interesting because this one came out when I was shuffling before, and then I put them all together and it's come out again. So this is the definite message here. Tsunami, wake up call. Right. So there are storms going to be happening around the world, there's going to be some things happening and people caught in those storms, and just see it as, wow, what a valuable lesson for them. They now know how to, they've been almost forced to let go so that they can start afresh. There's always a really good value coming out of any storm that hits. People start to help each other, be there for each other, that sort of thing. A connection, unity, you start to unify together, start to realize we don't have to be afraid of each other so much, that people are genuinely nice, not what you see on the news and that sort of thing, where they just show up the crap. Also, tsunami is to me an overwhelming emotion, overwhelming, and the reflection to, for humanity, a tsunami would be a collective, and the path of a tsunami would have had a lot of emotions just before that it hit. And so to now steer ourselves back to calming the waters, um, realizing that even if it's the biggest, hugest tsunami looking like it's coming towards us, we do have the power to calm it. We do have the power from ourselves to find peace within ourselves, and you will either be put in a position where you're not hurt, or it's just not going to rattle you in it at all, and you are just there as a peaceful essence for others to be able to tap into. There's something to do with being able to control weather. March could be, you might be in a position where you can learn to control your mind, to control what's happening in your external outer world, and seeing the value of that as well. Because when we start to realize that we can control more than our state of awareness, our peace, our feelings, when it actually does reflect outside of us, well, then we really have that power, right? That's a lot of power to understand, if you figure it out. And look, we have wind activation. Really weird too, tsunami call, wake up call, and wind, and right in my hometown at the moment, even though I'm in New Zealand. So it's like I moved to Australia and escaped the earthquakes that happened right in my hometown here, Kaipoi in Christchurch, got hit the worst. And then I escaped from the Australia, the cyclone that's happening right now. Now, but that's not to say that we can't send peaceful vibes and just calm it down. Like maybe we can collectively calm this down. It's just interesting that it's tsunami and they're talking about a lot of water coming their way and wind. But the wind also has activation. So see, we're being activated in March to realize our true power. There's a lot of power within humanity's consciousness and the reality, or the reality that we're actually creating, and how Earth mirrors us. They're bringing me to this morning. I saw a very quick movie on an ape called Coco, and that gorilla could do sign language. And before she died, she sign languaged. Nature sees you. Nature sees you. And that is such a profound message that I just went, that's exactly how I see it. Nature sees you because nature is part of you when it comes to source energy and you residing as that oneness. So nature is you, you are nature. So then when we realize that there's a collective group of humanity that is going into tension and fear and anger and all that, then all of a sudden something whirls up and starts, cycling comes their way, then it's now we've got to look at that from within ourselves and go, I don't want to be part of that. I'm going to find peace within this, and then come back to that new dawn, that beginning, and see, put the music on and go out to nature and just sit and meditate, and then visualize the storm being further away than what it is, even if you're in the in amongst it, and see what happens. I'm not saying put yourself in any danger. Of course, you do not. There's practical sense as well. You don't want to put yourself in danger or anything like that. Don't go outside if it's like really crazy windy and all that sort of stuff, and put on some music and say I'm all peaceful, because you probably aren't completely there yet. So you'd have to be really, really in tuned with yourself to be able to do that. So just be aware, you have to have some sense about how far you are, who you are. Don't pretend that you're all going to be safe, and really deep down in the core essence of yourself, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? Then, it's not going to work. But more to do with going in your home, feeling safe, and then just putting on some music and just sending out good vibes, calming everyone else down. It's okay. Everything's going to be good. But keep yourself safe. Please do that. Let's see what else for March. But for the rest, for the world as well, for my viewers. I mean, not everybody's caught in a cyclone, obviously. But we do have these things whipping around us. See them as a distance, from a distance. And we have the Hangman. See from a different perspective, seeing life from a different perspective. He's literally dancing upside down. So I love that, because we have been programmed to think that we have to control everything outside of us. It's the only way that we can move through this life. And now we're learning to control our inner guidance. And the Hangman sees things from a different perspective. So try a few different things out anyway, but keep yourself safe. Right. March, please. Any other messages that are coming through? Let's see. Well, we have a lot that just fell. Do I want to take all of that? I don't think I will take all of. Oh, yeah, they're saying take all of that. Okay, we'll take all of that. Sorry. We have the tower, but it is in reverse. So we're learning to reverse the tower. The tower is when we're in trauma within ourselves and we don't know how to unstick it, we don't know how to get out of it, we don't know how to find our own peace within ourselves, then the outer world will come and take you down, so that you have to be put in a position of feeling peace. But in reverse, I'm feeling this is, okay, now we're learning to dismantle that tower from within us, so that we can now show up for the outside world will show up for us. We also have the King of Swords, Strength, and the Page of Wands, and for some reason they're wanting me to bring these up together. So the King of Swords is somebody coming in, maybe even someone coming into your life that is like, I know the truth, I've got the truth, here's the truth. Are you going to listen to the truth? For some reason, that truth is really prominent with that King of Swords. having the strength to listen to the truth, and are you going to start taking, back your power, a new beginning for yourself here? um Sorry, it's in reverse. Yeah, a new beginning for yourself here, as you take the wand and go, yes, I get it now. I'm going to do this new beginning, start this new dawn, and try it this way. Yeah, be careful though with anyone that comes to you that says spouts off through their ego. You can cut they're showing me that somebody cutting their thumb on that sword that isn't relevant to them. And this is where our intuition has to kick in. When we hear somebody speak, that we either resonate with it through our feelings or we don't. And it doesn't mean it's not the truth, but if it's not resonating with you, then it's not for you. So then you need to just let it go. Do you pick and choose what feels right for you as you go along in this, in March through March? You pick and choose. Don't, for some reason, I'm going to grab these ones again. Don't be too worried about what other people are thinking if you don't listen to somebody and they do. And don't judge them either, because that might be the right message for them and not for you. And this is where that allowance comes in for March. Allow people to be themselves, and allow yourself to be yourself, and honor and respect to you as you move. And that means you are automatically honoring and respecting others as they move. Okay. I'm just going to choose a couple more out of these cards. If you want to know what these cards are, that's Earth Magic from Stephen Farmer. Incredible story I have with him. I actually met Stephen Farmer. An incredible story. I always have these crazy stories where the whole auditorium stopped when I got up to speak. Everything went out, the lights, everything. We were in pitch black. It was really funny. And it was like a bang, bang. And then anyway, long story there. I divert. March, please. March. Okay, so we have the breath. Oh, yeah, right. Like, I like this. The wind activation and the breath, and coming back to the breathing with life itself. It's not just the breath. Like, I'm not sensing just, and finding that peacefulness, which is absolutely definite. But I'm also feeling this whole kind of like a pulse that you will move with life. Now I need to be introverted. I need to go into myself and just be for me, and just take all my power that I sent out to the world yesterday and the day before, and bring it back to me. And now I'm ready to go back out and share it with the world. And now I want to bring it back to me. It's kind of like that kind of feeling I'm getting from this breath with March, where you might have days where you just go, I need to be just for me, because I'm feeling like I'm getting too entangled with helping everybody else out there, or being part of that group or whatever. But at this moment, I need to retreat, and bring it in for me, bring the power back to me. Kind of like, because a lot of us who are, especially people that are watching me, they are people that are very sensitive kind of beings, and so they tend to just do for others a lot. And then to learn to bring it back to yourself through March, and go back introvert and go, you know what, I just need this space for myself so that I can see, but maybe bring abundance in for yourself, or whatever it is, and that sort of thing. Thank you for fixing that problem in the chat bar too, Annie. Yay. Good on you. You're on top of things. Good job. Jeannie said that too. Thank you. Yeah, like really, there's going to be moments where we help each other and we're there for each other. But then there has to be moments too where you really respect yourself. They are bringing me to, even yesterday, my sister said, she's here for a few days. And I spent the day with her and she's like, oh, come out with me tomorrow. And I just went, no, tomorrow I need to go back to myself and do my work and do my thing. And it was perfect. It's just been perfect because then I got another reading anyway. So it's like my intuition kicked in and just knew. And I wasn't being mean to her. I was honoring and respecting myself. So through March, watch that. Watch that you are pulsating with that, because it will go in and out all throughout your whole life. It's not going to be just give anymore like we did in the past, and then take, or feeling sorry for yourself because nothing's coming towards you, but you never gave yourself space for anything to come towards you. So we need to give ourselves space, and make sure that you do that in March. This is really a realignment. March is like a realignment of stepping into this new frequency of understanding that the stories around us aren't necessarily the truth for us. It could be the truth for next door neighbor, but not for the truth for us. And so we're starting to develop what's the truth for ourselves as we move along. Okay, I'm going into the animal cards now. Nice catch. Oop. A flick of a card, and one of the animals just flew out over there. We have 3 that's fallen. I'll take those guys as well. Yeah, I only have limited cards with me at the moment, obviously for packing reasons. Yeah, since I'm traveling. So okay, so we have penguin authentic. Yeah, this is what we're coming into, learning our authentic. Who are we authentically in each and every single moment as we go along March, and really trusting ourselves, excuse me. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. My tribe just handled that so well. Thank you so much. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. I love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Yeah, I literally, what I was just talking about is to, yeah, even though my sister was expecting me to go with her, I really, really honored and respected myself. And it was the best decision because I got a reading. I wouldn't have been able to go anyway. So, intuition, standing up for yourself and knowing who you are. But also when you give 100% to them as well. And I spent such a beautiful day with her yesterday. So it's like I'm there 100% with you, and I'm there 100% for myself. That breath of life, that forest breath coming back up again for March. Then we have snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary, often solitary, right? But not necessarily all the times, just whatever you feel. And you know what you need. You could need a few days. You could need a few hours. You could need a few minutes. You know what you need. So just trust that. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Interesting. Cloak yourself with invisibility. So to me, that is like raising your vibe to that magical essence of self-love, which then opens up a lot of new understandings about yourself. Means that you're walking with the shamans. You are part of the shaman plateau. And to me, the shamans were more towards their authentic self, where they become the guides of those that had lost themselves. And now we're all returning back to our shamanism. Shamanism. I'm going to make up a word if it's not a word. Yeah, so we're returning back to that magical essence of ourselves. This is what's going to create this new world that we're stepping into. Use your intuition and let go of your life. Let go of your life unfold in silent perfection. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in let your life unfold in silent perfection. So yeah, it's very much this card to me is that introvert coming back to self, empowering self, knowing that this is going to be of value to everyone out there, because then you can when you go back out to the world, be 100% with them, because you know at any given moment you can come back and have your little hub and have your little space and say no to people. No, I need myself and my time. And that gives them the true value of themselves to say no for themselves as well. We have Ladybug as well. Good luck coming our way in March. Yay for the Ladybug, right? So good luck coming. You're a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with your color and good luck. Yay. It does remind me of a movie called Under the Tuscan Sun, a beautiful, gorgeous lady who was really just flowing with life. She was an older lady, and she said, she was looking for ladybugs and she couldn't find any. And then finally, she just let go and fell asleep. And when she woke up, she had ladybugs all over her, ladybirds all over her. So it's a really understanding of that letting go. I don't need to keep the balls all up in the air and play them all the time. It's like asking us to be this constant energy that's just going to deplete you in the end. And then you'll end up getting frustrated with the outside world because it's never going to come back. You haven't given it opportunity for you to take respite and for it to come towards you and give you the luck. So the luck's going to come when you allow yourself space as well. And then go back out with 100%, because when you go out, you'll find the luck, right? And then when you come in, you're saying, I'm ready for the luck. So it's like almost this flow, that breath again, that breath in March. And we also have Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. You are a master of generating. So yeah, see, that is another one. Master of regenerating. Like master of regenerating is what March is all about. Can you master allowing yourself and giving yourself space to regenerate so that you allow the gifts to unfold and come towards you? I was just saying to my father, I need to get some money. Boom. And I said to my sister, no, I need some space. Boom, I have some space. I have, readings coming in. So it's just like, this is how it works. But if I kept on going out and helping and helping and helping and depleting myself, thinking that I'm giving them 100%, I'm not. I'm giving them, the next day I'll be giving them 80%. The next day I'll be giving them 60%, 50%. And then I'll feel like, where's mine? Where are you going to give to me? Well, they're not responsible for me. They're not responsible to give to me. I'm responsible to open to allowing something to come towards me. I'm responsible for that, because no one can give me anything if I'm constantly pushing and giving to others anyway. So we're learning to get that balance, that breath of life to flow with it. Flow with it. New activation, new wake-up call, new beginnings, right? New beginnings. All of those cards, beautiful. Let's see if there's any other cards that want to come through here. Very cool. You're heading into spring and year into fall. Yeah, we are into fall. We're going into fall. Just started to get really nippy. Last night was quite cool. So, Dad's going to show me how to do the heater here, because I need the heater on, I think, now. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have 3 more that's fallen out with the animal cards. Okay, I do feel like March towards 2/3 of March, to around 20 something to the end of March, new adventures starting to show, or cracks opening for new adventures to show its face, and whether you want to take it or not is up to you. So I do feel there's kind of like I'm starting to see clarity now. I'm starting to see how things could fall into place for me, not just for this moment, but for the rest of my life. It's like you're finding this space within your mind, and that is now just starting to appear in a more grounded, stable way that you feel safe on this planet, in this body. Because most of us, especially those that are woken now, we have all been in this airy fairy, and our grounding hasn't been very stable, because it's literally like, I don't really want to be here. So we have to learn to love being here, and love being in our minds, love being in our bodies, love being in our hearts. And then more of our soul comes through, and then our soul's directing us from a grounded place. In other words, move, turn this corner, buy this, I don't know, lottery ticket, or chat to this person, it's good for your business, or that sort of thing. Very grounded. So when more of our soul is in our body, more of our soul is grounded, more of our soul is the observer, isn't just observing from up here, and we're not listening to it because we're following our logical mind, which is repeating and regurgitating past events and too much stuck in that loop. We're now opening up to that faith and trust of living in the moment. So I feel like this, it's kind of like a light or a crack or an opening, the dawn just beginning, like really, but towards the end there. So we have orca, whale, adventure, dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams. So some of us could be traveling as well. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Whales are coming up, but just be aware of anything that is fake. For some reason, they are really, really, like, anything that you think is good, they want you to use your intuition, because just as much as the good stuff is showing up, so is the fake stuff showing up. And they want us to be able to get a sense of what is fake and what is real. And don't get down on yourself if you started to follow something fake. It's okay. Just go, oh, I'm glad, that's interesting. I've caught that now. Now I'm going to realize how I felt with it, and how I was being led by my mind, my logical mind, and not by my intuition and my soul, which was, your soul will be able to feel into a fakeness. If it's clouded over with logic, then logic will take over, because logic screams in our head, like, do this, do it this way, follow that. It's like very loud because it's kind of feeling vulnerable. When something feels vulnerable, it becomes louder. Yeah, it's interesting. And then we have elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problems. You'll naturally and easily achieve success. So here's that ladybird. We're stepping into the true essence of what success is, which is lining us up for a stable grounding for many years to come. Just because you're living in the moment doesn't mean that you can't feel safe for many years to come. And that is only because you know how to come back into central space, how to bring back your power, how to breathe with life, come into self, and then let it go, let it out, and all that sort of stuff. And with that, we can take down the fences, we can take down all the rules, and we are freer to move as well. So be aware of that. B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You're the queen of abundance. See, we are definitely moving towards these gifts coming in, these beautiful, lucky, abundant gifts coming in, and fruition, and pollinating, and just grounding that into our reality to help us feel safe in this world. Help us feel safe in this world. So yeah, March is going to be quite a nice time, but we just have to remember that any of those storms that we started off with, imagine them in the distance. It's okay. They're in the distance. They're not affecting me personally. And if you are in the middle of it, just emanate that peaceful mind and just hold that presence of self, because you're like, that could be a valuable lesson for you to say, well, even in the thickest of storms, I still found my groundedness, my peacefulness. And so that means I can handle any storm, because I know I felt safe in that moment, even though it was really, truly surrounding me. It's learning how to step out of the fear game, learning how to step out of the anger game and the worry game, the anxiousness, learning how to step out of that from your inner core essence. This is what's going to bring true stability. You know, like in the past with logic, we would maybe find something, we would get a good job or whatever, but it would only be a fleeting kind of a grounded thing. It wouldn't be forever. Where this is setting us up to know, oh, any given moment I can bring in some money anyway, because I just ground myself and I bring in that money and that sort of thing. So, okay, guys, I will open up the chat bar for anyone that wants a reading. If you would like to have a reading, most welcome to say yes, and I will open up for a reading. So I'll just pack these cards up. I've got, yo. I really like these Stephen Farmer cards as well. They're only one word, but you can channel through quite a bit with them as well. So that's fun. Okay, Debbie. First name I saw. Let's get into Debbie's reading. Debbie. Debbie, no way, Debbie. You have a tsunami card in the wake-up call. So through March, there might be some wake-up calls for you. Like just, and to give yourself a moment to breathe into that and feel that you've got this. The reason why this is happening is because they want you to know your true essence, your true strength. Your true strength is so much more powerful than what you've given yourself credit for in the past. And so something quite dynamic might happen where you are put in a situation of, oh my God, I can still find my true peace within myself. And so I can handle much more. Much more. Now I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I've got this. So it is a wake-up call for you, but it's like, it's kind of like the end of something. I feel it's almost like the end of something. Like you have gone through quite a bit, and I know you're probably tired, or you're like, oh God, really? Sorry, I'm just feeling into you, really. But it is going to be of true value to you in the future because of what is coming up for you in the future. They need you to find that inner core strength. And so this will happen just so that you realize how far you've come as well. You know what it feels like when I was in Australia, and then I had to come to New Zealand and to be with my parents, because that's just the way life went for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a bit of turmoil, because my sister and I wasn't talking, and the rest of the family, how are they going to, I haven't seen them for a while, how are they going to deal with the fact that I'm doing all of this? You know, everything's changed for me, being a channeler and all of that, and they've always poo-pooed it. And I stepped into it, and everyone's been so supportive. My sister is absolutely support. Everyone's been so beautiful. I've had the best of time in my family. I've never felt so much love in my life, but I also know I don't need it, because I love who I am. So there's something to do with that with you. Maybe putting yourself in a position that you thought might be a tsunami, and you realize you've got this. There's a wake-up call, though, that's happening. There is something that you're not seeing. They're showing that moon, like something that's been clouded over by emotions that may be of the past, and they're trying to show you, your guides are trying to show you that it's not necessarily the way it is now. So yeah, just that's pretty cool. Okay, so who else have we got here? That was for Debbie. Do Diana. Diana, 2 cards are flipped over. No way. You cannot make this up, right? How can it be the same card? Again and again and again, right? Definitely something going on with collective having to deal with something to make them realize, make you guys realize the power of you, how powerful you are. On the other side, on the flip side of this is a new perspective, the Milky Way, right? On the other side is that, oh my God, I've got it now. I'm not afraid anymore. It doesn't matter what shows up because I've got this for me. I get it now. I know everything's shifted and I have done so much work and I get it now. So the tsunami isn't gonna feel it might feel a little daunting, but it's not gonna be as bad as one might have thought. And that's the problem, right? We hold on to this logical mind of when tsunamis happen to us, and I'm talking about things in your life that are chaotic, that are coming towards you emotionally, grabbing you and taking you under. In the past, yes, you probably would have gone under, and followed it and gone, oh my God, this is happening to me. Look, everybody, this is happening to me. And, you should feel sorry because you're feeling sorry for yourself. And on the flip side of that is doing all the shadow work and realizing you've cleared. And then the tsunami comes up and it's just like, ah, I know how to get myself out. I know when to roll with the wave. I know how to slide out of it. I know how to level myself up so I'm above it, all of that sort of thing. And then you will see this whole life through a new perspective. And you will see yourself through a new perspective. And you've got this then. You are becoming the central point of a new creation starting, new galaxy that you are creating here. It's huge. Hey, Wade, good to see you. Thanks for your help. Okay, who else have we got here that needs a reading? Jeannie. So we have passion. Your passions are asking to be acknowledged. I know you've been following your passions. I feel like you've been following your passions, but it's kind of like taking it a level up. Like, oh, I really, really know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Oh my God, I really, really know who I want to be for the rest of my life. I'm really passionate about this. This is me. This is the true essence of who I am. There's this fire that comes from within you. Gaia, the nurturing card. And that maybe that message from Coco that nature sees you. And you know what? When you've done so many beautiful things for the world, we tend to go around the world, go out in our life, even if you've done lots of beautiful things, and think, oh yeah, but it's okay. It doesn't have, maybe my turn's never going to come. Maybe I'm just supposed to be the guide for everyone else. No, nature sees you and sees the heart and sees how much you've done. And it is time for you to allow love to come back to you, right? Allow love to come back to you in compassion and love. Almost maybe in March you meet somebody that you feel really passionate about, that's going to help you with the next step in your life, the next stage in your life. So yeah, that would be a business partner or a partner or yeah. Interesting. Okay, Christina G. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to tell Facebook that I'm like, there's some people missing, but I forgot to tell Facebook that that I'm live. Gotta remember to do that. Okay, Christina G, please. Energy of Christina G. Thank you. Purification for you in March. Rain. This is also a good thing. As the rain's falling, I'm seeing it fall on you, and wherever it falls, it's like cells within your body are lighting up. Something to do with you lighting up in March. You becoming more You're understanding more about yourself as well. The fog is releasing. You are, they're saying dance through the rain. Dance through anything that comes at you. Dance through it and you will be fine. Christina G. I'm going to get another thingy here. Emergence. Yeah, purification and emergence. Yeah, that emergence card is really showing me the cells lighting up and new growth growing within. But it's kind of like DNA activation almost. Like ding. Like rain falls. Rain being the emotional... dripping of emotions. Say, for instance, somebody comes into the room and they tell you a sad story, and instead of, oh, I wish that they wouldn't tell them their sad story. I wish that, I want to be in a positive vibe. Instead, you really are. They are asking you to listen, and then feel into what could raise the energy. And for some reason, it's igniting some magic within you that was lost from when you were in a past life and persecuted for that magic. Excuse the plane if you can hear that. And now you are ready to go, because you are knowing that you can take any opportunity that comes at you without judgment, without trying to change the outside world. You are seeing it for the beauty that it's bringing you, even if it is somebody coming as a victim telling you their woeful story. There's something to do with it's enlightening you more. There's something to do with that. Okay, so that could be happening for you in March. The other cards are gone. Where's my other cards? There they go. Okay, who else have we got here? Jenny, thank you so much. That was amazingly spot on. And I had connected and asked my greater aspect to contact you. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes. Isn't that a beautiful, isn't it? I know, it literally gives you goosebumps that Coco, a gorilla who could talk through sign language, said nature sees you. Oh my God. That is just absolutely powerful. And it was funny through the documentary. They're like, oh yeah, he says that. And I'm like, do you even get what he's saying? Like she's saying, sorry, she's saying, do you even get what she's saying? She's right there. She gets it. Hey, Leanne. I'm very good, thank you. Things are going well. From Scotland. Wow, my ancestors on my father's side's from Scotland. We actually had a castle in Scotland. It's now a bed and breakfast over there. One day I might actually go there. Okay, who else are we wanting to do a reading for? Let's do a reading for Justin. Justin Scoff. Yeah, if any of you guys want to be part of the meetup that's on the 8th, we're doing a Zoom call through the New York gathering, and I'm going to be doing channeling on igniting your psychic self and the third eye and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to be a part of that, I'll put the link down below. Come and check in later. Actually, the link is in the last video that I did. I put it in the last video. So if you want to have a look at that one, which was the channel messages on Tuesday. Yeah. So we've got the moon and we've got the 5 of Wands for you, Justin. So the moon is something that you're not quite seeing yet. A crab. For some reason, the crab is coming up. Cancer. I don't know much about horoscopes and stuff, but I do know that they're to do with more emotions. Something within your emotions that you might have been fighting with, and it's time to release it. Something within your emotions that's needing to be let go of in March. A total... it's going to give you space within your mind to understand even more. Something that your energy is taken up by, some sort of emotion and a tug of war happening. And they really, really want you to let this go. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. It's like a fear, you know, the fear makes, or the fear of the lack of respect to somebody else or something else makes you hold on tighter. But it's actually the opposite. When you tune it in and respect yourself, you can release, because you don't need to have that going on anymore. And so then it all comes clearer for you to move forward in your next stage, in some sort of stage that's coming up for you, that's happening for you in March. Okay, well, who else have we got? I've got the animal cards here for the next person. Celtic. Let's pull an animal card for you. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, 2 came out for you. We have eagle, majestic. Love that. That is my shamanic animal, the eagle. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. I feel like you've gone through such a powerful lesson recently, and it's going to help you so much more as you're going towards, you're now feeling a little bit more yourself, and that's, with that comes protection. Like the sea turtle knows thyself, knows thy limits, knows thy magic, knows where the flow is of life, moves with the streams of the ocean and all of that sort of thing. That's so funny, because then the first line is, you are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Preserve and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. And I really feel that message that was at the beginning about, you know, going with that breath of life is very relevant for you this month. Okay, who else have we got? Keep changing my decks. Emma. You have the card of ebb and flow, ocean. I'm going to pick out another one of these ones too for you. At the ocean. The ocean. That's funny. I see the word ocean, right? And then they're like, there's a word within ocean that you need to look at. I'm like, there's a word within ocean that I need to look at for you? And then the only one that I could see is Neo. And Neo is one, Neo from the Matrix. And then I'm like, oh, oneness. Become one with your outer and your inner. Ebb and flow. Become one with your outer and your inner. I love how they tell me these things, and I'm like curious about where it's going to go, right, when they channel these messages through. I love it how they do that, because I'm like, my logical brain's going, okay, then we will go with this. And it totally makes sense, right? Learning to become one with all, inner and outer, your feelings matching your outer. So if your outer world is showing up as then go inside and find the feeling that you really want to be matching, and go, this is the feeling I love. And this is the feeling I move. When I leave this room, I'm going to move with this feeling. And then watch the outer world reflect back to that, because you are now in the ebb and flow of your own destiny, creation, your own transformation. You are one, and it starts with you. It all starts with you, not with anyone else outside of you, anything else outside of you. It starts with you. Justice is coming forth for you too. So that which has not worked out for you in the past, for March, could be working out for you in a much better, a lot more balance. Like the heart is weighing against the feather. When you go into this ebb and flow of trusting your feelings first, even though the outside world's not matching it, but you're trusting your feelings to shift the outside world, then you will find, because you're coming from your heart for yourself, that justice will come in for you. So that means your outer world will show up with gifts. Ladybird, right, from the reading, the general reading, Ladybird, the bumblebee will come in for you in March. So that's beautiful. Okay. You're welcome, Debbie. Christina G. Christina G. And then, oh, all in for a shake-up, right, Addie? Well, it's just teaching us just how powerful we really are. We want to step into these new worlds. We have to step into it from within ourselves first. So, Christina G, was it? Christina G. Christina G. When I'm shuffling for you, I'm feeling like something's not quite getting to, like, not quite coming for you. And there's another reason for that. A divine timing might be in play for the next few months. So it is going to come up in for you in the end. We have judgment that came out. The horn has been blown. The sound, the vibration, you have found a vibration within you that's matching what you really want in your life. But give it some time, because the outer world is shifting and changing in a great or a vast way for this to really come full circle for you in the end. I'm not sure if I'm repeating two readings for people. Hope I'm not. Any case, who else have we got? I think Annie. I don't think I've done Annie yet. No, I don't think I have. So let's do one for Annie. Because I get so in my intuitive mind and channel messages, my logical mind's not keeping up with the actual people that because it's like I have to still that to channel messages. And so I forget who I've done, living just in the moment. But oh well, maybe somebody needed to too, if I did do somebody twice. Okay, Annie, you have eagle communication. So there's some communication, valuable communication that's coming up for you in March. It's something that is of your higher self communicating with your grounded logical, like literally your higher self, your intuitive mind is communicating with your logical self and going, I need this grounded. I need this I love your imagination. I love my imagination, right? But I need to ground this. I need to ground this. I want this grounded. How do we ground it? And literally, like a communication within you is almost bringing in somebody of communication in your outer world that could give you some more clues. It's because you're wanting to ground creation. You want to ground the dream time. You want to ground your dream time, your imagination into this world. And to do that, we have to have a very mutual respect between our intuitive mind and our logical thinking, because the logical thinking keeps this practical playing field, this physical separated world in our reality as our reality. Sorry, I should say as our reality. And then so to ground something, we need the logical mind to agree to it. And so there's kind of like this, I don't know, this unfurling of your imagination being grounded into this world in a stable way, so that you feel comfortable in this world as well. And you know your mission is being activated. There's a mission to be activated here as well. Oh my gosh, so much. Okay. Thanks for all the welcomes and enjoying listening to the energy in here. Hey, Leanne, good to see you. Right. Yeah, if anyone wants a reading, then I just ask them to say yes so that I know I have your permission. Ane, we'll put these two in together. Ane, you have stillness, like lake, stillness. I'm going to get another card for you from the animal deck too. Yeah, you know that card with new beginnings, and I was talking about in the general to just put on some music and just feel into the feeling of everything being so peaceful in this world. They almost want you to do that because it's not only going to help you, it's actually going to help the world. So you're actually activating for the world too. For some reason, they're telling me there's some sort of activation that can be taking place here, and you can be one of that, like a light worker on this in this world. Activating. I'm not saying that others aren't, but that's just the message that's coming up for you for this month. So you're joining the collective. You've done the work. The light workers collective kind of thing. We have Black Bear, Guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I've awakened my intuition and guide me. We also have the Elk of Nobility. So yeah, I feel like you're learning to master yourself and become the healer of much more. There's an inner knowing of the goose as well, but I don't want to get too into the reading because it would be a long reading. But all of this is, to me, mastering oneself. Inner knowing comes from learning to be still within one's mind so that you can find that real true power of yourself. And through March, I also feel there could be some traveling happening for you, whether it be short road trips or something like that, because the goose is flying off and doing something for themselves, or something that they feel is needed for somebody else, but it's for yourself. Something, yeah, going on there too. Landing in the on the lake, creating ripples, but then finding stillness again. See, we still have to wait. If a goose lands in the water, it's like I'm landing in the stillness, but then the ripples start happening, and then we still have to have that. I need to calm myself down so that the rest of the world that has now got these ripples rippling out is going to calm down again with me. There's always timing, divine timing with things, and to be still within oneself, even though the ripples are happening outside of you. Very valuable for you in March. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, everybody. Annie, major goosebumps. Don't you love that when you have major goosebumps? Ah, I love it. I've been giving goosebumps to people left, right, and center recently, even in my family. They're like, oh my God, goosebumps. That's how I do it. Because you're hitting that truth within yourself, right? It's something activating too. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. So much fun. Okay, guys, I think I'll leave it here. I have so much fun with you guys, but I will leave it here. And watch out for the video I'm going to produce about the Kaikoura UFOs, the UFO that I saw when I was a kid. There's all this information coming my way about it, and I literally feel, because of anyway, there's a whole heap of they were searching for something, the UFOs are searching for something, and all of this, and I'm going to talk about. Someone asked me, why would they have searchlights if they're telepathic? I'm going to talk about that and why that actually happened as well. I'm going to give you some channeled advice that they gave me as to what was actually happening back in 1978 with myself and this UFO, and my first UFO encounter with the Pleiadians. It was pretty unreal. So, and they actually recorded all of this UFO footage, the TV stations. It was on the news and everything after. So, yeah, I want to have a big chat about that, my own encounter and stuff, and give you that story, that juicy story. So, thank you, Leanne. Have a good rest of the day for you too. Until next time, don't forget, I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays in New Zealand time is 10 a.m. and Australia time is 7 a.m. I don't know for the rest of the world, but it'll probably be the day before for the rest of the world. I think Sunday or something. If you want a one-on-one reading with me, the links are down below. And yeah, until next time, bye.